Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 4 on the 2018 Ford Fiesta. The plan for today, get this car panelled up so that it is ready for paint. We are still waiting for some very minor parts. As soon as they arrive, we can finish it. But they are something that's going to need to be done after the paint work anyway. It's not where it doesn't matter what way round it is, because once it comes back from the paint work, we'll be doing the fit up job on it. So the parts, I think I mentioned, I've managed to find a bumper bar and a battery tray for it. They was very cheap, and obviously they will be in the end on the numbers. An airbox, the pipe and the fuse box holder I have ordered from Gala Motors. They will be here in the next couple of days. Again, they can be fitted after we've had the paintwork done in the final video. Front wing, as you know, I was looking for a second-hand one, and quite a lot of you guys looked for one for me as well. And the cheapest I could find one was £140, not in colour. And there's no point buying one not in colour for that sort of money when you can go to the dealer and order a brand new genuine wing delivered for £60. These look like scratches, but they're not. It's actually tape where it's been taped up. So we got that wing there, which was an absolute bargain. The fan was quite expensive. Sorry, how much did I say that was?
60.
Oh, sorry, £106 the wing. Beg your pardon, Chris was looking at me a bit funny then. The fan, people won't sell these separately. They're only really selling them as part of a kit. Excuse me, this is our original fan, and there's the new fan there. Just needs a little bit of a clean up, but totally identical. And this is going to be the surprising bit. I bought this complete front panel from Kent Auto Salvage, and they really did look after us. It is out of an automatic car, so that's no good for us. The front panel itself, it's got an intercooler in there, which I'm sure I could probably sell. But the fan was identical, so we took the fan out. The radiator is not the right one, so we can't use that. But I believe behind there, the air conditioning radiator is exactly the same part number. So this was an absolute steal. To get the air comrade and that fan, and the rest of it is basically rubbish. So the plan is crack on and get this panelled up, ready for the paint shop today. We have got the windscreen fitter coming later on this afternoon to fit the new windscreen. Good time to cut in now and just mention what we are up to, because all you can see is us flying around. You would have seen that I've just undone the bolts and pulled off the bumper bar with the front panel, and I had this one temporarily fitted, which somebody give to us. So this is the original front panel for the car, and as you can see, the hull is completely open, but all 3 of these front panels all appear to be the same. Just slight different centre plastics. But you can see from this one, it hasn't got no grills on it, but it's got all the holes for the grills. This one here's got all the holes for the grills. And this one here has actually got the grills in the holes. So this one come off the car originally. This one was given to us by one of our subscribers. And this is the one that I just got down at Kent Auto Salvage off of a EcoBoost automatic. So we just had the fan out of that and the air comrade, but we thought we'd compare them while we were standing here, and they are all very similar. So we're going to go with the middle one there. So we're going to remove that centre section and use this middle one. The bumper bars, we just laid them on the floor. It was Chris's eye that spotted it last week. He said, Rob, that bumper bar is definitely bent. And now I've got them both laying here on the floor next to each other. you can actually physically tell that that one is slightly lower, and some of these raised sections on here are actually squashed on that one. I can see they're squashed there, and then this is the new one, completely straight down here, and on the end of the bumper bar, and that's the side it was hit, it's actually all popped up here where it has had a little whack. So we've got the bumper bar. We're going to crack on, get that all fitted up, get all these under trays off, and continue paneling up this car. Bit of manoeuvring around there, you know, trying things on, taking them back off, adjusting things, just trying to get all the adjustments right, putting the wing on, taking it off, just to get that gap absolutely spot on all the way around. But slowly but surely making progress on it. We're going to move on now to the bonnet, start lining it up against this wing, get all the gap right down that side, then we'll move on to the other side. Because the bonnet was quite badly damaged, we think it may have rolled this wing over slightly, so we'll have to try and roll that back, get the headlight in there, get it all panelled up, and see what it looks like. Very productive there, getting that all panelled up and getting the gaps bang on. It is a new car, we want it to look like new, and we want all the gaps just like they should be at the factory. So that is all panelled up. We're really happy with the gaps, we're happy with the way it's come out. The windscreen fit has just been fitted, the windscreen. So we are on the home straight now, not a lot of work left. So next, we got to undo all the work we've just done, but not all of it. The bonnet's on there, that can stay on now, the hinges are on. We're quite happy with that. We've only got a couple of bolts holding the bumper on, so that's next. We need to remove the bumper, take all the grills out, remove the wing, prime the wing, base up the inside edge of it on the top and down the door shut, and get that fitted back on and get it off to the paint shop. It's amazing how quickly you do get these apart once you've done them so many times. But as you can see now, I've removed all of those grills. Just a little trim clip remover, very, very simple. And this bottom one was probably the hardest one. And there's little teeth in all the grills. So you just literally just pull them back slightly with a trim tool and they pop straight out. So we've got the landing panel bit there that screws to the actual slam panel, the top grille, bottom grille, and the badge, and the bumper now can be prepped, ready for the paint shop. As you can see, I've stripped all of that off, based up the inside there where it was scratched and damaged, so that's all done now. I've got the wing removed and we've got that on the trellis ready now. We're going to prime the wing, prime it all inside here, flat it off, and then base coat that all up. And then exactly the same all the way along this top edge here and just inside the edge of the wing there. All that does is that really does help the paint shop out, and then we can actually fit the wing on the car and it's permanent. It never has to come off again. When they blow the wing in, they will blow round the edge so that none of that chips off and that is all covered in paint. But that really does save a lot of work, and it cuts a large part of the cost for us, like this part here, because if we take it to the paint shop and they've got to start stripping it down, painting it all and then refitting it, that's when your cost starts building up. I do need to get all of that sticky glue off there as well, where they've had that tape on it, but we are coming to an end with this car now. It's not going to be long. We'll get that done today, get it all fitted back on. This can go off to the paint shop and we've got one more video after it. That is it, all based up, guys. I didn't bother filming it. I've showed you all before and we actually did a bit of videoing of it, but let's try and get it at a bit of an angle. You can see all the metallics in it. And that is exactly how they are from factory. And it's blown in right up to that edge. And it's just trying to achieve it so that it can be put back on the car. And then obviously this section just at the bottom here, you're not going to be able to get to when it's on the car. So I've just blown it up over the edge. They will be flattening this bit off and painting it anyway, because they're going to have to blend it into the door. But you get a gist of what I'm saying basically. It's all up round all of the edges. So now I need to just get this fitted back on, ready to go to the paint shop. Don't forget, read the description for the video for what's upcoming and what's next on the channel. I've made a point of keep mentioning that lately because no one seems to read it, because I never mentioned it before. But yeah, check out the description, guys. I always put an update in the upcoming video of what there is upcoming as well. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section, how quick we've turned it around. Can't wait to do the numbers and let you know how much of a saving we've made on this car, but like buying it and repairing it rather than just going out and buying one. I'm sure there is a huge saving once we do the numbers. So it's going to go off to the paint shop now. They're going to paint the front bumper, paint the front wing, blend it into that door and repair both of these A-pillars. Try and get close. You can just see Chris dollied it out and got it lovely and smooth, but there is a little crack in the paint there, so we'll have that just blown probably to about here. There's a couple of little marks in the bonnet there which I mentioned. That one there would actually polish out. That one there is quite deep, so we'll be having the bonnet painted as well. And again, this one's a little bit more pronounced. You can actually see it there when I move the camera, so we're going to be having that A-pillar done as well. Good couple of days work. Next video is going to be wrapping up, getting it valeted, road testing it, doing the numbers. A little bit of time lapse there, and as much as I hate putting it in, sometimes it's kind of, I think it does show a lot, especially when you slow it down. Like I mentioned on the last video, if you do want to slow it down, in your top right hand corner settings, you can slow it down by up to 3 times, I believe. I have started slowing it down by 50%, so hopefully you do see a lot more. I wanted to show as much as we could on this build, and I also believe that this build could have been achieved by anybody from their home garage. There's nothing that we've done that couldn't be done by yourself from a home garage. It is a category S, but again, we didn't really find any structural damage on the car. The end of that inner wing was slightly tweaked over, and Chris got his hammer and dolly in there. We give it a little one pull with a slide hammer and it was absolutely perfect. So that is going to be the end of the video on the little Fiesta today. If you do enjoy it, please do give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it, and it shows your appreciation. For the little sneak peeks throughout the day, I know I always say it, but we do put a lot on there, and it gives you an idea of what we're up to. Instagram, Salvage Rebuilds. Like, subscribe, share on all your social networking sites. Thank you all again very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.